In face-to-face communication, the occasional need for intentional lies is something with which everyone can identify. For example, when we get mad, circumstances may force us to put on a big smile instead of expressing our anger. Or when we feel miserable, good manners may dictate that we greet others warmly. In short, to abide by social norms, we consciously lie. On the other hand, if we consider signs that our body give out to communicate body language, we can say that the body doesn't lie, although the mind can consciously do so. Considering this phenomenon, we propose a means for touching the heart in a somewhat Japanese way by measuring the heartbeat of the honest body and using other technologies to reveal a new code of non-verbal communication from a hidden dimension in society. Two computer-generated mermaids, or mermen, function as individual agents for two viewers. Each mermaid agent moves in sync with the heart rate detected by an electrode attached to the collarbone of its viewer. Then, using a synchronism interaction model that calculates the mutual heart rate on a personal computer, the two mermaids express a hidden non-verbal communication. For example, while the two people may actually be interested in each other, they may pretend to show no concern out of embarrassment. Their hearts, however, are detected to be beating quickly. Then, using the camera to pick up hand gestures and the personal computer to analyze the images, the synchronism interaction model is applied to determine the mermaid's behavior. For a high degree of synchronism, the agents mimic the hand gestures of their subject. But for a low degree of synchronism, the agents run away. In the event that one mermaid agent touches the other, a pseudo-touch can be felt through the use of vibrating device. For background sound, the heart sounds of the subject are picked up by an electric stethoscope and processed for output on the personal computer. The data of relaxed strain calculated from the heart rate and the interest calculated from the variation of the heart rate are mapped on the model. The synchronization interaction model reveals the communication codes in the hidden dimension that don't appear in the superficial communication. When both people are in the domain, when they are highly relaxed and interested, they are considered synchronized. An animation is generated in which, for example, mermaids' reactive embodiments join hands in friendship or enjoy friendly actions. When both people are in the domain, when they are highly strained and less interested, and friendly communication generated. An animation is generated in which, for example, mermaids' embodiments quarrel with each other. When both people are in a domain where they are highly relaxed and less interested, they are considered going their own way. An animation is generated in which, for example, mermaids' embodiments don't interfere with each other. When both people are in the domain, when they are highly strained and highly interested, they are considered to have stress and a feeling of embarrassment. An animation is generated in which, for example, mermaids' reactive embodiments behave shyly. In this way, new codes of nonverbal communication that cannot be seen in the face-to-face communication are found through the mermaids of the embodiments. A person's hand is recognized by using a range sensor. The range data of an image is generated from two images inputted from two cameras. A contrast of the image of the hand on the display represents the distance from the cameras. White means that the distance is short, and black means it is long. A person's heart rate is measured by putting the electrocardiograph's electrodes on his body. The heart rate is sent to a PC connected to the electrocardiograph via RS232C and is mapped on the synchronization interaction model depending on the heart rate. Heart sound wavy analysis is used to analyze the input data and to send the data to event control as event data and to sound processing as MIDI commands. Event control sends commands to computer graphics generate if some computer graphics needs to be changed depending on the heart sound data. Computer graphics generate creates computer graphics based on these commands and outputs the computer graphics. Sound processing processes the sound data as required and then outputs it. Image analysts analyze the image data fed from a camera and the relational information of the hand. The computer graphics displayed is sent to event control. Event control sends commands to computer graphics generate, MIDI commands to sound processing, or commands to vibration controllers as necessary. For installation, a space 4 meters wide, 4 meters deep, and 3 meters high is required. A dark and quiet space is preferable. Interactive actions are displayed on one main screen and 2 Japanese shoji screens. A Japanese hinoki wooden bucket with a diameter of 1 meter, filled with water, is placed in the center of the installation. 2 people fitted with stethoscopes experience new type of non-verbal communication by touching their computer graphics embodiments in the bucket. The synchronization based on the heart rate from the electrodes of the electrocardiograph is calculated by the PC, which generates an arbitrary feeling in a computer graphics form.